Hey YouTube. Hi. So today I'm gonna show you something I just learned. I've done a lot of research on it, but it's something I wanted to do for a while, but I wanted to do my research first. So and then life happened, so it's been a couple months in the making. I'm gonna show you how to paint your car. You've probably heard about it if you're watching this video for right around 50-ish bucks. Um, I don't have a lot of money. I don't have $1,000 to to spend on a paint job. I don't have, I don't want a Mako paint job. I've heard nothing but horror stories. It's kind of, I might be wrong, but I heard it's whatever condition you bring your car, they're not going to do the prep work for you. So that's not something I was interested in doing. Plus, I get more satisfaction out of me being the only one that touches my car. I do all my own work. If I don't know how to do the work, I will look it up until I learn how. That way when it's done, I can step back and kind of say like, hey, like I did this. So um yeah. So I've been looking this up for a while. Finally pulled the trigger. Yesterday I did a test panel. Just the front passenger fender I painted just to kind of see how it would look, if it was worth it. Um, and I was really surprised. It came out amazing. So, what you're gonna need um, is some sandpaper. My paint's horrible, by the way. I'm looking at the car right now, it looks hideous. So, what I'm gonna suggest is either a 400 grit or a 320 grit. So I have the wet sandpaper, got the dry sandpaper. Um, just whatever you prefer. I like wet sanding, that way I can run my hand across the car, I can feel it, feel for any imperfections. You're going to want to sand your car down. If you have clear coat, you want that off. You want it smooth, you want it completely smooth to the touch. You don't want to be able to feel any indifferences. What other things you'll need, like I'm doing this in a garage. You can do it outside. You don't want to do it on a windy day. You don't want bugs, dust. It's gonna ruin it. So if you can use a garage, definitely do that. But so you don't want this crap getting in your lungs. Mask. This was like $2, I think, and there's 5 of them. Cheap. I'm trying to do this cheap. You're gonna need a tack cloth. Also $2. Very cheap. For the kind of corners and harder spots to get to that you won't be able to do with the sanding block or with that sandpaper, I have this sanding sponge. It's 400 grit. I would rather do the whole car 400, but 320 is what I could find except for this. So I might sand it 320 to get down to where I want, then go over with this, but we'll find out. Gonna need some tape to tape off your windows, your mirrors. I already had lost it. Oh, here we go. Got a mess behind me, toolbox. I just organized in the garage, but whatever, it's not important. Some paper. You don't need this. You can use magazines, junk mail, anything. It just makes it easier for me to make sure and tape off the spots I don't want painted. The paint I used, I've tried a lot of different paints. I don't like the spray pattern I get from, say, like this. This is a very cheap can of Walmart paint. It's like 99 cents. It has this tip. The spray pattern I do not like. The spray pattern's really small and makes it real hard to blend. I found a paint that is a paint and a primer. And the spray pattern, I want to say, is somewhere around like 4 to 6 inches. So it's a nice even spray pattern, and it's this paint. This Rustoleum Universal Advanced Formula Gloss Paint and Primer. Love it. The only issue says right here, it's for any angle. That I think's not true. I don't know if you can see here, there's paint. I had the can, I believe I was spraying down like this, and it started running. Actually, you can still see it on my finger, right where my finger was. So it leaked, and it actually left a little dribble on the finished product. It's not horrible, but so you want to be conscious of that and keep an eye out for that. You don't want it to drip on your clean paint job. So you're going to sand it down, tape off what you don't want. Then one of the last things you're going to need is before you start sanding, I just used microfiber. This one's obviously pretty dirty after sanding. What you want to do is I use mineral spirits. I like that better than paint thinner. Let's see, I'll show you. Mineral spirits. I think this thing was like $5. Same thing. So you're gonna wipe the car down, then you're gonna sand it. You can use soap water if you wet sand to get everything completely off. Then you're gonna wipe it down with mineral spirits. You're gonna want to let it dry. Once it's dry, completely dry, you're gonna use your tack cloth. This is gonna pick up all the lint, bugs, dust, anything that fell out between after the time you cleaned it up with the mineral spirits. Then everything's taped off, everything's clean. You've use the tack cloth to wipe it down. Get to spraying. You're gonna want to stay 6 to 8 inches away. Read the directions. The reason I like this paper is you can get a test spray. See how far or close you need to be away depending on the pattern that is put down on that paper. So once you spray it, you're going to let it dry. I prefer to let it dry. I think like a couple hours it was dry. But for me personally, just to ensure everything's good, it's in my garage. I'll let it dry for at least a whole day before I do anything, before I move it, before I touch it. So you want to spray it, let it sit. How long you want to let it sit, totally up to you. I suggest as long as you can is probably the most ideal condition. So now I'm going to show you what it looked like compared to what it is now. So here is the top of my car. Well, so got all my stuff here, but you can see the paint. It's horrible. You can see it. It's not dark enough or light enough, but here is the door. Looks horrible. You can see right here. I don't know if you can make that out, but you can see it looks like crap. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. I haven't sanded this part, so but you can see there's streaks everywhere. It's almost rough to the touch, but now I told you at the beginning of the video I did a test spray, so I sprayed a panel to see if I'd like it, how it'd come out, and it's not perfect. When I sanded it, there must have been a rock or a piece of dirt or something that I didn't catch between the car and the sandpaper, so I got some scratches, but it's not bad for what. Oh well, let me say this. So you got your prep supplies, the paint. The paint's like $5-6 a can. Okay. I have 5 more cans. I used maybe half of this one on the panel. So you can judge that to see what you'll need, how many you'll need, judging by the size of your car. But here's the end product. So basically went from that to that. I'm super impressed. You can see the gloss. You can see my reflection. I didn't spray this. I did spray down here though. So from that to that, I couldn't be more impressed. You don't see any lines. Well, I just put fingerprints all over it, but there's no lines. There's no overspray. It looks really good. There's another comparison from that to that. There's my reflection. So it came out awesome. So that was the test spray. So I'm about to start sanding the rest of the car, get it cleaned up, taped off. Then I plan on spraying it tomorrow. I only did the front fender for now, but I'm so impressed with it. I'm gonna try and spray the whole thing. So I have a half a can here, 5 more over there. I'm thinking that should be plenty because for this fender, I have half a can left. I put, I want to say a good 3, 4, maybe even 5 coats on. It laid down super smooth. Super impressed. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna get to sanding. So when I'm done sanding, I'll take a couple pictures, and then when I'm done painting tomorrow, I'm gonna upload another video, show you guys the final product. I'll pull it out the garage, put it in the sun, and let you guys check it out. So until then, thanks for watching, like and subscribe. I'm gonna be doing a lot more on this channel with this build. I have another video coming up. I had to do a smoke test. Did that the other day, so I'm gonna upload that one soon, and then show you how to do that, show you how to change the EGR valve. These are all problems I have. I have a gas leak over here by the filler neck. Do a video, show you guys how to get to that. I just bought some seats for the car. I got a real good deal. I think I paid $40. These seats are awesome. I'll do a video on that, showing you how to take the tracks off of these stock seats, get them on there, get them in the car. think I might have to change the clutch cable here soon. Do a video on that. So if you have a Fox body Mustang, you need a little bit of help. I'm no master mechanic by any means. I do like to do stuff myself. I like to learn. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna be doing all this myself. Maybe I can help you guys out. If you have any tips or tricks that you know of, send them my way. Let me know. You never know who's in the comments. Your comment might help someone else immensely. So it's all about spreading information, positivity, and yeah, make sure to smile. Have a good day.